or selling a home?
Trish Sales ATL can help.
With the current Atlanta real estate market, buyer and seller opportunities are better than ever.
Yeah! Thank y'all so much, but I'll take it from here. Sellers, this is your market. It's time for you to get off of that fence and put your home on the market and get it sold to my buyers who are waiting for you to list your home. I'd love to earn your business, so please give Trish a call at Keller Williams Realty Buckhead 404-604-3800 or call or text 404-817-1710. And please also visit my website at TrishSalesATL.com. Let's talk about how I can assist you with achieving your real estate goals and making your dreams a reality.
List your house with our mommy at TrishSalesATL.com.
Hey everybody, welcome to Trish's Weekly Real Estate Tidbit. Today is February 27th. We are almost through February, guys. I mean, we just celebrated the new year, and here it is. It's February. We're rolling into March. We're marching right on in. So the year is flying by. It is flying by. So, all I can say is fasten your seatbelts, because as far as the real estate industry, we are full throttle, and it's earlier than normal. Let me first say welcome before I kind of get into the real estate news you can use and all of that good stuff to let you know what's going on with the market. My name is Trish Myrick. I am a realtor with Keller Williams Realty. I have been in the business for over 10 years. I started doing these weekly real estate tidbits simply because I get tons of questions, and I just wanted everybody to have a space where they could, come and ask questions, or, if put different people in front of you as far as like my lender spotlight, so that they can kind of speak to you about what they do, about what they offer you advice with, closing, from my closing attorney corner with my closing attorney, who is my legal eagle. Even with my inspector, who, sends his inspector insights to kind of help you when you're doing an inspection for my buyers, and for my sellers, he does a before market inspection. So just a safe place, for you to ask your questions, for me to respond. So I try to do this every week. Today I made it here by the skin of my teeth. My office had our awards day ceremony this morning. It was such a pleasure to gather with my fellow agents and just celebrate their accomplishments. Celebrate my accomplishments, just celebrate as a group and as a team and as an office. So thank you to everyone who has been my client, who is my client, past client, future client, now client. Thank you to everyone who sends me referrals. I would not be in this business without you guys. I really, really do appreciate it, because when you send me a referral, that's the highest compliment that I can receive, because they're saying that I trust you enough to work with, my mom, my best friend, my aunt, my family members, my friends, my circle. You did such a good job, that I'm going to extend them to you as well. So that is the highest compliment that I can receive. So thank you. I'm in business with you, actually for you. I got into this business because of my passion for people, for me seeing people succeed, for them, really just having a need to navigate the real estate industry, giving them information. That's the biggest thing. A lot of people come to me with questions, and because they have these questions, it's truly because of a lack of information. So, I try to do my duty to my community. I am a native Atlantan. And so Atlanta is on my heart. And so I try to give what I need so that I can put everybody in position to succeed. So that is my opening. Welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. To everyone who is tuning in, I really appreciate you. I appreciate you every week, sharing, watching my videos, going on to my YouTube page and looking at it as well. So today, I'm going to talk about a few things. I have an agenda, but it's not written down. But I have a lot of things that I need to tell you all. first and foremost, I do have my lender spotlight with Moselle Brickman Pitt. And I'm mixing up her name. I'm sorry. I would get her information on the screen. She is with Movement Mortgage. Moselle is phenomenal. Like when I tell you, one of the easiest people to work with, and she is on her stuff. My goodness. I know that when I call her, it's done. Even down, she also works with a loan processor. And I want you to tell her, Moselle, I was so impressed with Daphne. I was just like, my goodness, she is on it. It's like a mini Moselle. And I really just love that because I do value efficiency. I value technology, which I'm going to talk about today because my brokerage just rolled out some new technology that is phenomenal. And I did extend the offer on yesterday on Instagram, and I'm going to do it today on Facebook as well, that if you are interested in the real estate industry, or if you're an agent already in the real estate industry and you've been kind of thinking about Keller Williams, you have some questions, my information is rolling on the bottom of that screen. Give me a call, 404-817-1710. You don't have time to call, you're in between appointments, send me a text, say, hey, Trish, let's sit down over coffee or something like that so that we, can kind of talk about Keller Williams, because I've been thinking about it. Because when I tell you, and I also place this on Instagram as well, don't believe in bragging. And I say this with all humility. I have had other brokerages approach me, about joining them. But I made a very solid decision to stay with Keller Williams. Not only me as an agent with the amount of education that I receive, the education translates into me negotiating your contract. And so with that being said, that's one of the main reasons, why. But our fearless leader, Gary Keller, has rolled out this phenomenal technology. And I've had the privilege to test it. So I was in the technology before they actually rolled it out, which, that was an honor and a privilege. And as they are rolling it out, and I'm able to kind of up my game. I said last week, if you got an email from me and it was multiple emails, I'm sorry, but we were integrating our system. We were syncing everything. So you may have gotten, additional emails from me. I'm not trying to overload you. We are just going through a system shift. So I ask that you be patient with me, but do understand that it's going to take real estate to the next level. So I just wanted to put that out there. And we are going to start today with our lender spotlight. We have Moselle Pittman Brick from Movement Mortgage. She is phenomenal. She is ready. I'm going to bring her on the screen right now so that we can kind of chit chat about, the mortgage industry, about, just some news that we could possibly use, and just some of the awesome products that she offers, what her company offers. I know that February is all about sellers, and that's all we've been talking about, sellers. So I want to attest, because I work as a buyer's agent and as a seller's agent. Understand that when you see Movement Mortgage, you know that that deal is going to close. So I'm going to bring Moselle on the screen so we can chit chat. You've been notified. Hey, Moselle.
Can you see me?
I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I've got my volume all the way down.
Now I can hear you. I had my volume turned down. So now I can hear you. How's it going?
Good.
So what do you have for us today? I know, I called and we kind of chit-chatted about what it is that I wanted you to talk about. I really just, want you to talk about the mortgage industry, your product, and just appeal to sellers to let them know that when you get a pre-approval letter from me, we've been underwritten and everything else. So I'll let you take it away.
Yeah, I mean, basically what happens, and I've had this happen twice already this year, and I feel so bad for the people that it happened to, but I actually just prevented it from happening to another person. There's two differences when you get into the industry. Everybody's asking for a pre-qualification letter. A pre-qualification letter is done the exact same way from every account, bank, credit union out there. You fill out an application. You put in what you tell me you make. You also put in what you tell me that your wife makes, how long you've been there, and what assets you have. You give authorization to pull your credit. Once your credit is pulled, we run a system. It's a DU called a DU automated underwriting engine. It looks at your credit and what you provided as your income, as well as what you provided as your assets, and said, based off of what you told me, you were approved. Then the bank or whoever gives you a pre-qualification letter saying that we've taken the information provided, it's been ran through the engine, and you're pre-qualified. What that does not do is actually give you a valid approval. And here's a perfect example on why. I am working with, I'll tell you two different stories. And this is the one that breaks my heart, but she was on Social Security income. She also was working at a part-time job. And she got a pre-approval from a bank saying that she was qualified based off of the money that she worked with Kroger, as well as the income that she was receiving from her Social Security. So she went ahead, put her house on the market. It sold. She thought she was going to find a house quickly. When it got to underwriting, it did not qualify. She had only been working part-time at Kroger for a year, and she had no other part-time experience. She was 65. This is her first part-time job. So now this poor lady is living in an extended stay hotel with her disabled daughter and her husband because they can't qualify for a house. And what Movement Mortgage does to prevent that, before you put your house on the market to sell it, we take the same application, you fill out the same information, but what we do is we collect all of your documentation. I send it to an underwriter. Within 24 hours of me collecting all of your documentation and sending it to an underwriter, a DE underwriter underwrites your file and says, yes, you are approved, or no, you're not. I'm sure everybody out there has heard of someone, if it wasn't you yourself, saying it fell through at closing. And the reason why it falls through at closing is because an underwriter has now touched a file that you had pre-qualified and said that you can't use something from your income.
Wow. Your
scores are now lower, or you have to pay off a certain amount of debt that you had to qualify. I had another person who lost $3,500 in earnest money from a different bank because when she got to closing, they told her she had to pay off a $5,000 charge off from a car payment. She didn't have that money. So she lost that. These are horrible experiences from somebody else that I could have told them day one, this is what it is. And then again, within 24 hours, you're fully underwritten. You know what we can use as your income. I have a person today, he had an approval from a bank and he said, I'm already pre-qualified, I'm listing my property. And my realtor told me I needed to call you. And I told him, I was like, yes. And I explained why. He had the income that he was counting for his, he was self-employed, too high. His wife is also part-time work, but she hasn't been part-time consecutively. She took 6 months break in between for her baby. So we can't use her income at all. So this is a person who would have listed his house and now doesn't qualify for the house that he was looking at. We prevented that. So now we're working on qualifying him for what he can afford in his income range before he even sells his house. We treat his house as if it was already sold. So Movement Mortgage, and the reason why I work with this company, I mean, their mission statement alone, we exist to love and value people and to make a movement of change in our corporate cultures, our community, and our industry. My whole goal is to make sure that you're taken care of, that you don't get bad information, you have your information in a very short amount of time. I work day and night, most weekends, so you can reach me at all hours of the day, all hours of the weekend. And believe me, there's questions that come up to help you understand. This is a huge process. Why do you want to risk it for somebody who hasn't underwritten your file yet, or who's not going to call you after 5 o'clock? The other thing that we do is our company is a faith-based company. We give 45% of our profits back to charities, organizations, mission trips, and things like that. And the reason why I bring that up and why that's important, veterans, for you, as a thank you to your service, we don't advertise, we don't market, we don't spend $1 promoting ourselves at all. All of that money that we have, we want it to go back to good causes. So a veteran, I do your loan with zero cost. I don't charge you a dime. We want to thank you for your service. You put your life on the line for us. We want to make sure that we take care of you in one of the most important things that you do, which is buying a house to take care of your family to live under. So we don't charge you any origination. We don't charge you any lender cost. The only fees that you pay is what the attorney charges, the credit report, the appraisal, any third party. I have done 3 loans this month that are VA. One I saved over $2,800. One I saved over $4,200, and the other one I saved $3,350. All because they're being charged fees that you shouldn't be charged. Again, that's where some of our profit goes. They're like, well, Moselle, how do you get paid? We're taking care of you. It's not how I get paid. I want to make sure that you get a loan, that you're not charged, and our rates are great. So give me a call. We still qualify you. We get you closed quickly. Again, I underwrite your file immediately. One of the loans that I just closed was a veteran. When we got to the closing table, the seller said, I almost did not take your contract. And I asked him why. And he said, I took my house off the market for a VA loan. The loan fell through at closing. So now my house has been off the market for 23 days. I had to relist my house. And then I saw your contract come in as a veteran loan. And then he said, then my realtor made sure to point out, no, it's not a pre-qualification. She's pre-approved. Wow. And when her being pre-approved, we closed her loan in 22 days. So it didn't even take us the 30 days. Mm-hmm. So he said, because you were able to close so fast, because I've already lost so much time and his job was moving him to Tennessee, right. He took it and he was so happy that he did. But just because you're a bank, just because you're a credit union, it doesn't make you the same. People don't work the same. Their work ethic is not the same, and they're not doing it for the same reasons.
Absolutely.
My job, just like Trish said, I fully believe from the bottom of my heart, I was put on this earth to serve people and to help people and to give them what they need to from what I can do from my side. And I truly feel that if I take care of you, I will be taken care of in return. It's not me trying to close this for $1. I want to make sure, I don't care if you have a $50,000 house or a $500,000 house, I'm going to give you the same treatment, help you through this process, because it is the biggest purchase you're ever going to make. Yes, and if you have questions, or if Trish has questions she wants to ask me, I'd love to tell you, but don't put your lifestyle as far as this into just the hands of anybody, or just because your car payment is there. I've heard that before. Well, they have my car payment. I figured I would go with them, even though our rate is better and you're paying. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to your family.
Yes, and one thing that I can say about you is that you fight for what's right. You know, like you're really into, you know, what's right, not just about the deal, or not, you know, not just because of, you know, something that, you know, you're just trying to close a loan. Like, you're really telling them real life about, no, this is what would be best, you know, based on my industry, based on my knowledge, my expertise, my experience, this is how you will come out better. And even I, as a realtor, can appreciate that, because I know that everybody that I send to you, you bring it back is solid, you know, and so I can, you know, even appreciate that and comfortable enough, you know, to continue to send clients your way, because I know that, you know exactly what you're doing, and that you're in it to, you know, assist clients and really help them.
Yeah. And the thing of it is a lot of times what you feel that you have to make, or what you feel your credit score has to be, there's so many different misconceptions out there. But at the end of the day, I've actually had a person say, I'm ashamed because the other person just told me no, but I don't even know what was going on. And it literally took me probably 4 months for her to feel comfortable enough to take a loan application with me. But don't let your credit score make you feel ashamed. Life happened. You had bumps. And if you can't get a mortgage today, it should never be a no. It should be not today, but let's put these steps in place. And this is what we can do. I've had 2 loans that are closing this month that we were working on their credits. One was from August and one was from September. And they were in the low 517s. Now they're over 680 and one's a 690. So there's things that we can help you find to do. But there's so many, please hear this. Credit reporting agencies who say that they're going to fix your credit are not all the same. A lot of them are dispute companies, not repair companies. So I'm going to just say it. Lexington Law is a dispute company. You pay them money to go onto your credit report to push a dispute button. And then what happens when it's disputed, your score goes up because now it's invisible. That transaction is invisible. So you think, oh, I just spent this money and it's been well worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Then when you go to apply for a mortgage, you have to remove that dispute and your score drops right back down.
Mm-hmm.
So the person that I put you in contact with, they actually give you a huge discount because they're working to help you get a mortgage. And again, they get things taken off your credit and they don't charge you near as much as anybody else. So my goal when I talk to you, it's not only can I help you now? I have a person right now, she qualifies for a mortgage. But I also told her if she got her score to this, it could be a better mortgage. I give you all of the information that you need so you can make the best decision for you from here today and going forward.
Absolutely. And I can appreciate that. I've even learned, so much from listening to you handle clients, about how to handle my own business, especially with me being self-employed, and an independent contractor, and actually running a business, just how to handle everything. And so it's just such a wealth of knowledge. And sometimes, you can get in tune, with people who the underlying reason for what they do and their motivation is not really to help. So you just have to be careful with that, credit repair, credit dispute, like vet it out, call me, and I'll connect you with Moselle so that she can connect you with her people because like she said, they are there to help you get a mortgage. So they know based on what your credit is, what she requires, what her company requires. And so they can advise you, on what you should do when it comes to things of credit. And don't feel bad. I had somebody who, they were denied by one mortgage company. They went to another one and they got approved, so it just really depends, on what's going on and your mortgage, your loan officer really taking a real good look at it. Moselle, you're very detail oriented. Like you look at the details. You're going through that thing like, okay, this, that, and because of your expert knowledge, you're able to deal with a lot of things that I have never even seen combated, being in this industry, this long. And so, I thank you for being such a great, resource, for the mortgage industry. Like you are phenomenal.
Thank you.
You do.
Thank you.
And you're always
I've been
fighting for your people.
17 years.
Wow. 17
Yeah,
years.
I've been doing 17 years. I've been doing it for 17 years. So there's things that I know that, as an example, I'm closing one, or she's actually approved now. She went to her credit union and she was denied. She had $150,000 in student loan debt. And she is a millennial. We actually have a brand new program that is 101% financing. As long as your score is above a 700, we do a 97% no MI first and give you a 4% second that pays your 3% down and 1% towards your closing costs. So millennials don't have a chance usually to mess up their credit yet or have these hiccups. So that bank wasn't able to do it. They were going to charge her, most banks do, that you have to use a 1% payment. Well, that was $1,500 payment that she couldn't have. Coming to us, we don't have overlays that a bank will have. I've worked with Bank of America. I've worked with Wells Fargo. I've worked with SunTrust. I know the bank overlays. We don't use those. So if Fannie Mae will take a loan, we provide it to Fannie Mae exactly the way it says.
Wow.
A lot of times you'll hear people say, you have to have 2 years tax returns. No, you don't have to have 2 years tax returns. That's an overlay because a lot of times you don't want to show your tax returns. And if you're a W-2 person, why would you want to? You only need that. So we only ask for the minimum that is required based off of what is the guidelines. And I have gotten 2 or 3 loans approved already that they couldn't get done elsewhere because we didn't have an overlay.
Wow. And that's phenomenal. So I hope y'all are listening loud and clear, sellers. She's clearly stating that, if you receive a pre-approval letter from Movement Mortgage, that, it is definitely legit and you can place it at the top of your stack. Buyers, you have somebody that is going to advocate for you in this mortgage industry, and you have to have, somebody that is knowledgeable when it comes to you making this huge purchase. So make sure Moselle's information is running across the bottom of the screen. She can be reached at 404-512-9323. And I also put her website up if you're just, you're looking, you're thinking about getting pre-qualified. I have the link up to her website where you can go on, check her out and, get approved if you should so desire. And if you're just trying to see where you are, she doesn't mind speaking to you as well, especially formulating a plan so that you can get in position to purchase a home.
Yeah. And I want to say one more thing. For whoever is watching this, what Trish is doing right now, you don't see. I work with a lot of realtors, and I've always brought up that, and for me, where I get a lot of my business from is I want to make sure I'm educating to help them understand. My customer is always being educated on the entire process, why it is this way, why that loan is this way. Trish is doing this for you. Other people don't take the time to actually tell you or bring all of this awareness to what do you really need when you buy a house? If you're selling your house, how can I improve it to where I'm getting the best dollar for it? What type of inspection do you need? Why do you need that inspection? Why do you need this? And without you understanding the why, you can spend a lot of money for no reason. So you've got an amazing realtor right here who is taking her time day and night, and she communicates so well with me and really finding out about you as a person to find you the best home, to find you the best people, and to make sure that your situation is going to be a great one from the beginning. Look and see on any other pages. Talk to any other realtors. Any other realtors providing you what she provides you every week. I haven't seen this yet. And I work with a lot of realtors. I haven't seen this yet. So you've got somebody that is really looking out for you. Make sure that you pay attention to that because all realtors aren't the same either.
Thank you so much for your kind words. I do it for people. A lot of, situations occur because of lack of knowledge. And so part of my shared responsibility to people is to make sure they have that knowledge, especially if I have it, to definitely, get it out there. And to, when we're writing these contracts, be able to put them in a position where their offer is getting looked at, So thank you so much for that. I always say it's a pleasure and a joy to always work with you as we get these deals done. I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
I'll tell you one last thing. This happened today. I got an investment loan and he got pre-qualified. So I pre-qualified in the same day. I turned his file into underwriting. I got his pre-approval back and I sent that over. There was 9 contracts on this investment property. 9. Mine was the only one that was approved. Who do you think they took? They took our contract because they knew it was already in underwriting. So not only does a pre-approval give you peace of mind, it helps you get the house you want because other banks don't do this.
No, they do not. Well, thank you so much. It definitely gives you leverage when they see they've been pre-approved and underwritten. Buyers, that's language to the seller that the mortgage company has deemed that you are financially able to purchase this home, and sellers like to see that. Especially when I'm working with my sellers and I see pre-qualification versus pre-approval. We look at the pre-approvals because they don't like to take a chance because the longer the home is on the market, the more money that they lose. So, just keep in mind, sellers, when you see movement mortgage, that they are truly a movement. When you see pre-approval, that means that buyer is fiscally able to purchase that home. Buyers, you've heard from Moselle. She has let you all know, and she has the Trish stamp of approval as far as being communicating, being efficient, like I said, even down to her loan. And see, the loan processor speaks volume for the loan officer, and just being able to work with them and have a very, very fluid transaction. I'm so grateful to have her a part of the Trish Sales Atlanta team. I am just immensely grateful.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we'll close you out. Thank you so much for getting on here with me today and giving us your expertise. You've always been very willing to give what you know, and I really do appreciate that.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful, blessed day, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Have a good one. Thank you for tuning in. Moselle is awesome, y'all. When I tell you, she is just a breath of fresh air. a breath of fresh air. I definitely value professionalism, and she is 5-star. Okay. Her information is still scrolling on the bottom of the screen. So if you didn't catch it, please go to her website. Even if you're just thinking about purchasing a home, go to her website, a pre-qualification, or you hitting the link for the pre-qualification that turns into the pre-approval will not hurt you. The most that you can do is see where you are, or who knows, you may be ready to go right now. So, never beats, nothing beats a failure but a try. That's something, and that's going to be my motivational quote today, because it's something that my dad used to tell me when I was growing up. He didn't allow us to say the word can't, like I can't do it. He wouldn't allow us to say that. He used to always say nothing beats a failure but a try. If we just try, if we put that effort, because if you have the dream that is inside of you to say, well, I desire to be a homeowner, so the first thing that you have to do is have the knowledge and the necessary steps to become what it is that you desire to be. So if you try, and part of trying is I'm going to go to this website and I'm going to click on this link to see where I am, so that way you have tried. And then if we need to put together a plan for you to be able to purchase a home, or you are ready to go and you're pre-approved, we can do that as well. But just remember, nothing beats a failure but a try. So that's my motivational quote today from Daddy Myrick. That's where that quote came from. Moving on to real estate news that you can use. Y'all, I told you last week, I said, okay, if you got multiple emails from me, I'm sorry. It's not intentional, but I'm in between two systems. And I'm in between two systems because our fearless leader, Gary Keller, has upgraded our technology. And so we are using a bunch of these different apps. We're syncing and integrating everything so that we can be more efficient for you all. Again, my company is also faith-based. It is God first, family second, and work third. But guess what? We are out here creating technology to make it accessible from your smartphones, accessible from your computers, accessible from your iPads and other mobile devices that you may have. Our focus is community. Our focus is being knowledge experts of our community. As I've always stated, that I am from Atlanta. So I love my city. I absolutely love my city. I love the growth that I see in different areas. I tell people I don't specialize in a certain area. I specialize in Atlanta, in all things Atlanta. So, I definitely advocate for you all. I advocate, if you need a recommendation or a referral for different services, you can always hit me up, because I work with, many vendors to assist you guys. Even if you're doing a DIY project, it's something at home and you need a general contractor, and I've worked with them, I'd be more than happy to extend that information to you. But that is where the real estate industry is headed, because, I know that we have a lot of these internet, iBuyer programs and stuff like that. But don't you want to know the person that is actually selling your home? Don't you want to be able to call that person when somebody is driving by and they want to show the house? And I understand that some people, they try to reduce commissions or reduce the charge. And so they're using some of these other companies because they say, well, we're going to pay a smaller commission. But let me appeal to you that you get what you pay for. When you are have somebody that is not, available hand and foot and really has skin in the game to fight for your home, for your contract, negotiate, have those conversations, those long conversations when you may be feeling uneasy about something, when you don't quite understand something. That's the value that you get when you hire a realtor versus, an internet service. And so I just want to tell you, because please understand that nothing that I do is half done. I have been with various other brokerages, but the technology that I see being updated as a Keller Williams agent is phenomenal. And I wouldn't be anywhere else right now. as I soak all of this in for you all to make my business better, to make my clients better, okay, and be able to give you technology to talk to you each week. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in. So if you are a realtor, or you're a real estate agent, we talked about the difference between that on last week, and you are interested in Keller Williams, the Keller Williams brand, you don't have to be a part of my particular office. You can want to be at another Keller Williams office, but we need to sit down and have a conversation so that you can understand, not only the culture, but the education. I mean, that's just, I guess I'm a nerd. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm a real estate nerd, and I like to know, what's going on. I took a contracts class a couple of weeks ago. That's the day that I did not come on here, but that's very important to me because I need that as leveraging power to be able to protect you in your contract. And so the education alone is phenomenal. I don't ever feel like I'm out of touch. I don't ever feel like I don't know something. I don't ever feel like I can't answer a question. And if I cannot, if I'm absolutely stumped, I have my compliance broker at my fingertips via telephone, whether it's a phone call or whether it's a text message, at my fingertips to get your question answered. So if you've been thinking about coming over to Keller Williams, I want to tell you now is the time to come on over. I have had the honor and the privilege of testing the different technology that is being upgraded with us, and it's been phenomenal. Just seeing how it's all pulling together, it has just been phenomenal. So just wanted to drop that nugget on you. Next thing that we are going to go to is that I have an open house on this weekend as well. For those of you who don't know, I had an open house on last weekend in prestigious Regency Hills in South Fulton, Georgia. And the open house went phenomenal. We had lots of activity. We had the neighbors coming by. It was a really good day to do an open house. So I have another one coming up. I'll be in Mableton, Georgia on this weekend that is coming. I'll be there on Saturday. I will be there on Saturday so that you can come and check out this amazing property. Give me one moment. I'm going to get it pulled up for you because I want you to see it. If you have been thinking about living in Mableton, and the thing that I hear buyers say about, living in Mableton is that they can still get in and out, get into the city fairly quickly. And so that is, such a phenomenal thing because I know that especially my millennials, if you're living in the city or downtown, that's very important for you to be able to get in and out. And so that's one of the resounding things that I hear about Mableton is that it's close enough to the city that you can get into it, but it feels like home. It feels like the suburbs. So I'm going to pull up this amazing, amazing property. Give me one moment. And I want y'all to come out. I'll be there from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday. I really enjoy the open houses because I get an opportunity to meet, the neighbors. I get an opportunity to kind of meet the community. People bring out, the family. They bring mom along because they want her to approve the home. And so I definitely appreciate that. I appreciate the neighbors stopping by because sometimes they're interested in also selling their home. And so it's good to be able to drop that knowledge. I spoke with a guy when I was at my open house for last week, and we were just talking property taxes. And he was just saying, he was like, my goodness, the property taxes have gone up in my area. And I was able to articulate to him why the taxes, were going up. But I was also able to articulate to him that he had such a great piece of land. So, that definitely was awesome to be able to share that with him. But that is my goal. I should be your resident, your knowledge resident knowledge expert. And so because I enjoy and I love what I do, that is the goal. So I'm going to get this open house up for this weekend. And I want to get the address up for you. Give me 1 second to get that up. I told you guys I got back in here by the skin of my teeth. I went out today with a good friend of mine, been knowing her for years. And I could appreciate, just sitting down and, talking not just about real estate, but sometimes you just want to talk about something else, something besides work. And so we were, talking and just able to, kind of unwind and just talk about life, talk about how we did talk a little real estate, about how that affects life. So that was definitely a plus, but I'm going to get this address up here right now so that you will have it. And I will be here on this Saturday. I guess I could have put that on the screen too. Wait a minute. That's the perfectionist in me. For those of you who did not know that, we do this thing called a disc analysis. And it's so funny because I am, I think, a high C and a high, I think a high I and a high C. It's really funny because that's not normal to have to be high in both of those areas. So that's something that we utilize. And I know sometimes on other, employment platforms, they use that as well. Okay, so I got that up. I got the address up. I'll be at 5910. Oh, I see what happened, guys. Don't mind my screen right now. I'm correcting it now. I'll be at 5910 Community Road in Mapleton, Georgia on 3/2/2019 from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Let me show you this amazing property. I mean, it is beautiful. It is beautiful. It's phenomenal. I mean, it's beautiful. Let me share my screen because I really want you guys to see this. And if you are somebody that you know is interested in purchasing a home, I advise you, and I'm going to be quite honest with you. I see the real estate industry, I see the market really picking up. We have buyers who are ready. They are ready to get in there. And I see them really ready. So I want to appeal and advise that if you are thinking about Instagram, you are thinking about purchasing a home, if you know somebody who's thinking about purchasing a home, if you want to sell your home, if you know somebody who wants to sell their home, please give me a call. Please give me a call. You can text me, hey, Trish, I'm thinking about it. What do you think? I have no problem with sitting down, having a conversation with you. I have no problem with sharing with you what I know because I want to see you win. You win, we all win. So just wanted to throw that out there. Here is this amazing, amazing, amazing home. And I am just going to go through the pictures with you because the home is truly, truly, truly amazing. It is truly amazing. I'm going to fix my screen. So this is the front of the home. This is the front. This is the living room. And so some of the pictures are staged. Some of the pictures are not. So it gives you an opportunity to look at it with furniture and without furniture. You know, some people, they can say, oh, okay. They can look at an empty house and put all their stuff in it. Some people can't. So I have pictures, like I said, to assist both of you. Instagram, you know, I put some pictures up today for you. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Did you see that kitchen? I mean, this home is beautiful, and it is a new construction. This is a new construction in Mapleton, Georgia, 5910 Community Road in Mapleton, Georgia. Look at this tub. I mean, you have the huge soaking tub. You have the double vanity. I mean, this is the master bath. It is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. This is the keeping room. This is the back of the home. You have a lot of yard space. Look at all this yard space. I mean, it's a beautiful home, and I'll be out here on this coming Saturday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. So come holler at your girl. Come check me out. I always have refreshments and stuff. So even if you just want to tour a beautiful home, let me know what you think, because I always welcome feedback. I always welcome feedback with these beautiful homes. So just, give me a call, or just pull up on me, 5910 Community Road, in Mableton, Georgia. Like I said, I always have refreshments and stuff on hand. So even if you just want to tour, you know somebody that's interested in the area and you want to come out there with them, come on. It's a family event. I have families that come through. It is children friendly. So don't say, well, I can't bring. Yes, you can. We value family. So bring your children to come tour this amazing, amazing property. It's beautiful, and I know that it's going to sell, fairly quickly. I mean, we got hardwood floors. We have all the upgraded appliances. We have the upgraded light fixtures. I mean, no stone has been unturned in this home. It is jaw-dropping. It is so beautiful, and just the detail of it is phenomenal. So guys, come and check it out. I appreciate your support. The pictures are just phenomenal. They speak for themselves. This is an amazing, it is a new construction. It is a new construction. It is. Okay, so I won't show you all the pictures so that I give you something to come out to look at. Yes, I'll give you something to come out to look at. Thank you so much. And that is this Saturday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. at 5910 Community Road. So thank you so much for that. So I'm going to put a poll up today. And I'm not going to take a question. I'm going to let it pop up on the screen. And I want you to answer my question. So it's something about me. I tell you guys every week. It should be fun. How well do you know Trish? How well? Oh, I cracked myself up. I'm such a nerdy person. Okay, I got a poll that's coming, guys. This is my first time doing a poll with you all. So let's see how this is going to go. So I'm putting start a live poll. So let's see. Can you all see it, Facebook? I see I have one viewer, so. If you get the correct answer, I'm going to send you a Starbucks gift card. That tells me that you're listening. Let's try it. Okay, I've started it now. Facebook, can you see it? Give me some feedback. Instagram. The question is, how long have I been in the real estate industry? 20 years, 1 year, 40 years, or 10 years? Tell me your best answer. And I'm waiting on your comments, Facebook. I can see you. I can see my viewers. How long have I been in the real estate industry? Waiting for the comments. That's not fair. It has to be somebody who doesn't know me. My husband trying to get a free Starbucks gift card. He doesn't even drink coffee. I'm waiting, Instagram. Winner gets a Starbucks gift card on Trish. Oh, somebody's protesting. So for those of you who do not know, the answer is dun 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 10 years. And I'm only 20 years old, which means I started in the real estate industry when I was 10 years old. Can you guys believe that? Yes, I started doing real estate when I was 10 years old. Is that believable? Is that believable? Oh my goodness. The answer is 10. It's actually over 10 years now. I feel like real estate raised me. Working with different buyers, working with different sellers has truly given me an experience that I can't even, I can't even explain. It has taught me a lot. It has taught me a lot about finances. It has taught me a lot about the real estate industry. I had a article to hit Voyage Atlanta. I shared it last week. I can share it again this week, but I did have a article that hit Voyage at ATL. Let me say ATL and not Atlanta because I don't know if that's their true name. But I had an article hit, and as a trailblazer, and I could truly appreciate that because that is my desire to be a trailblazer in my community. Like I said, I love my city. I love my city. I love my city. So I was trying to find the article, and I posted the link last week. So if you guys want to check it out, it's still in on Instagram. It is on. It's in my profile link. I want to say. It is. You click the profile link, and it takes you straight to the article. So check it out for me. And I'm going to post a picture that is actually on there. I thought I screenshotted it. That's what we do now. We screenshot. It's online. I posted you all, but I do want to post this picture right here because sellers is your market. And I want to let you know that is your market. So this is me extending an invitation to you guys that if you are thinking about selling your home, contact me. I do complete free comparative market analysis. The purpose of the comparative market analysis is to look at your home based on the homes in your neighborhood that are currently for sale, that are pending contract, and that have sold, so that I can give you a number of what you should put your home on the market for. So just wanted to let you know that as well. Sellers, just you can call or text me 404-817-1710, 404-817-1710, so that you can get that comparative market analysis. I will need your address. I'm going to put my information back up on the screen for you. But if you call or text me with your address, I can complete with your address and your email address. I can complete the free comparative market analysis for you. So I'm going to go ahead and close out today. Like I said, my office celebrated. We had an awards day. And so I was definitely appreciative to be in the room, be in the building. Such a beautiful breakfast that was prepared for us. And just be around, and know that I haven't arrived. I always say that with, great humility. There's always room when you're rising to the top. I don't believe in having ceilings. I believe in shattering them. And so just being in the room, I was just so motivated to, hey, Auntie, thank you for tuning in. I am just so motivated when I see, other agents, and they're killing the real estate industry. So it gives me something to strive for. So I could definitely appreciate being in that room today and celebrating with my fellow realtors. So tune in next week, everybody. Tune in on next week. More real estate news that you can use. We will have an official inspector insight. We will have information from our legal eagle, our closing attorney, and I will have a lender spotlight so that they can be able to tell you, how to navigate this real estate industry. They can tell you, what products that they offer. Sellers, these lenders that I bring on here, I work with them. We get deals done. So rest assured that when you see their name, many of them, they do the pre-approval and underwriting process up front, so that when we submit that letter, to you to purchase your home, if I'm on the buyer's agent side, and if I'm on your side, sellers, and I see a pre-approval, I have the knowledge and experience to know which lenders are actually pre-approving and not pre-qualifying. So that means that that's a really strong offer. I can offer my expertise on that as well. So just wanted to throw that nugget in there. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. My handle for everything is @Trish Sales ATL. You can also email me at Trish@TrishSalesATL. And of course, like I always say, call or text 404-817-1710. Thank you to everybody who always tunes in. Thank you to my family who supports me. I appreciate you all, because the real estate industry is a faith journey. It is a faith journey. And you all know that I always depend on my faith first and foremost. So have a good day. Thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.